Sa likod ng matamis na lasa ng ice cream at waffle, ay siya ring napakapait na buhay ang nagiging hatol. Ni hindi niya pinangarap ang makilala ng madla. Ngunit, matatakasan nga ba ang sulat mula sa tadhana?
Pinapagod, sinusubok, pinasusuko. Ngunit sabi nga nila, walang hindi kayang gawin kung may bukasyong kailangang intindihin. Walang pagod sa taong kumakayod. Walang suko sa gurong may pangako. Kilala ang University of Mindanao Tagum College sa paghasa ng sinuman upang maging simbolo ng kahusayan. Subalit, hanggang saan at kailan lamang matitiis ng husay at lilim ng realidad ng buhay? Isa si Elmer Oficiar sa mga veteranong propesor ng universidad dahil sa kanyang angking tapang at kagalingang napapatunayan sa pagsibol ng panahon. Sa kanyang kabataan, bili dito, bili doon. Mga luho niya ay binibigay ng walang alinlangan dahil siya lamang ang nag-iisang anak na lalaki ng kanyang mga magulang. Ngunit ang mundo ay hindi maiwasang maging mapaglaro. Kahit pa man may negosyo ang kanyang pamilya, sinampal siya sa katotohanang hindi na ito kayang pag-aralin ng kanyang ama. Gumagawa siya ng ice cream at nagbebenta ng waffles upang makaipon ng pera na makakatulong sa kanyang pag-aaral. Mayroon lamang siyang 10 pisong baon ngunit wala nang nakalaan pa para sa kanyang pagkain. Sapat lamang ito para pambayad ng kanyang pamasahe. Sa kabila ng kahirapan, naiahon niyang muli ang kanyang nasimulan sa pamamagitan ng scholarship. Tinindihan ng kanyang pagpapatuloy dahil ito lamang ang natatanging tulong para sa kanyang mithiin.
Well, my experience coming to UM as a college student, although I graduated here sa high school, it is pretty much challenging because during that time, we had financial troubles with the family. Although to be honest, being an only child, I could really my family could really afford to send me to school, but because of the struggles, I was compelled to look for my own scholarship because head on, my father really emphasized that he could not send me to school. So what I did with my friends in high school, we looked for a scholarship, and eventually we found out that the city has a scholarship, which is the CESPRO. During that time, I applied for it, and I am one of the schools, that the only private school that was approved for scholarship. Now, during my college years, since still it is struggling, although I'm a scholar, but I could not really sustain some of the finances required to be a college student. What I did, every summer nagalako ko og waffle ingana. That's true. I did that to support myself. Nakatry po ko kaning anag ice cream, batilog ice cream manual up to 2 a.m. because I need to support the family. I could not really sustain those finances required as a student. And although I'm a scholar, but along that struggles, I really experienced a lot. My classmates, some of my classmates supported me because I only have 10 pesos as baon. Tinuod yun na siya. Okay, 10 pesos naman yun. In fact, in one of my classes, I collapsed sa klase ni Ma'am Guada de Leon. During that time, room 7, napay room 7 diri. Because kato, wala ko'y kaon, napas mo siguro ko ato. Then, snow bear naman akong ginakaon ato. Kaya waiting lagi ta for the libre sa mga classmate. Nga na. Nya, di ko kalimot ay my classmate Maricar Pongase. She really helped me up to my review days. She supported me for my final coaching because I could not afford for review sa ako ang board exam during that time.
Sa kasalukuyan, isa na siyang matibay na guro at may paninindigan. Kinilala ang kanyang husay sa pagtuturo at pagsisilbi para sa kabataan at sa komunidad. Hinirang siya bilang cum laude sa kanyang kolehiyo. Natapos ang kanyang master's degree sa parehong paaralan na kanyang tinuturuan ngayon at nakamit ang kanyang doctor's degree sa Applied Linguistics sa University of Immaculate Conception. Pero, ang propesyon ng pagtuturo ay nananatiling hindi madali para sa kanya. Dumating ang puntong may duda, may kaba, may dilim sa kanyang nakakamit. Umabot hanggang 6 na taon ang tinatawag niyang doormat stage o turning point sa pagiging guro. Hindi niya naramdaman na siya ay naging epektibo sa kanyang mag-aaral. At sa panahon ng pandemya, ang salitang positibo ay hindi na naging motibasyon.
Mysterious new virus.
Coronavirus.
There are fears a rapidly spreading
Naging
virus has reached
positibo siya
Australia.
sa COVID-19. Ito na siguro ang kanyang pinakamadilim na sinapit sa buhay. Ngunit aniya pa,
You cannot be a successful teacher if you will not treat this as a vocation. Because nowadays, some of the budding student teachers, they see teaching as nothing but maybe a means to be popular, to be known. Because teaching is a popular profession in our locality. But you are like an opportunist. Again, an opportunist will always seek about fame, recognition, seeking for validation. But teaching is not just a means to validate, to be recognized, but this is a vocation. There are a lot who can be a teacher. There are a lot of people who can be a teacher, but not everyone can become a teacher. It requires passion, it requires dedication, and the most important thing is compassion to your students. Remember, you are molding the character of your students. So you cannot just be somebody else who would say lang na, basta nakaklase ko, that's it. No, not for me. Sometimes it would say na, you're too hard on your students, but no, that is my way to mold them. Molding them means that being concerned to your students is actually showing of compassion. That is very important. And not all teachers are endowed with that. Kasi you can say that you have passion in teaching, but how about the compassion part? Where is your concern for your students? That I think is the most important.
nananatili siya sa Tagum College dahil binibigyan siya ng sapat na lakas mula sa kanyang mga estudyante na naging kapwa na niya guro. Ito ang nagsisilbing ilaw upang maliwanagan ulit ang kanyang loob. Kahit pamanoon, minsan na niyang naisulat ang resignation letter. Ikinararangal ng universidad ang kahusayan ni Dr. Elmer Oficial. Hinirang siya bilang Most Outstanding Teacher in Davao Region na pinaparangal mula sa Commission on Higher Education 11. Pinatunayan niya ito ng maigi, kaya siya rin ang naging Most Outstanding Teacher sa University of Mindanao and its branches. Si Elmer ang nagpapatunay na walang mananatiling mahirap sa taong may pangarap na hinaluan ng pagsisikap. Hindi niya ginamit ang kanyang sitwasyon upang maliban siya sa klase o sa anumang kwento ng kanyang pag-aaral. Pagkatapos ng 72nd commencement exercises noong 8 ng Setyembre, nilapitan siya ng kanyang estudyante noon at ibinungad ang mga salitang,
Di yun tungod sa imo sir, kaya di yun may makagraduate sir, di may makahuman sa mo ang sa research, sa thesis, manggod nila niya. I am not so familiar with them kasi online ba yatong nga time. So na ako, hala uy, di ay ba niya, karon mo graduate na gid mo. Sige lang sir, di may makabayad sa imo karon sir as kuan, kay estudyante pa man, pero makagraduate mi sir, ma-professional na mi sir, mabalik din mismo ko, hala uy, no need. Actually, na-adjust sila, no need na. Okay, for me, it's the fulfillment of being a teacher. It is not about the award, the recognition anymore. It's the the being thankful, that the students who are being thankful to your effort, that fuels my passion as a teacher. So it really drives me more. So I'm so excited for the future rather than just resting in my laurels, regardless of what I have received. Because for me, that's nothing if the students haven't learned anything from me.
Halos lahat gustong makilala. Halos lahat gustong maging dakila. Halos lahat gustong maging sikat sa madla. Ngunit saad pa ni Dr. Elmer, hintayin ang tamang panahon.
Gamit ang isang eraser, may bubura niya nga ba ang masikip na kahapon? Gamit ang isang chalk, may susulat niya nga ba ang pangarap ng kanyang mag-aaral upang maging guro pagdating ng panahon? Sana'y hindi mawala ang lesson plan na nagsisilbing direksyon sa mundo ng edukasyon at nang sa ganon ay sisisirin ng mag-aaral ang lilim ng tagumpay.